Welcome to this week's Resistance Download. The theme is rust. In our culture, we invest in a lot of things. We invest in homes, we invest in property, we invest in cars, we invest in relationships, we invest in jobs, we invest in, the list goes on the stock market. We have a lot of things that we take time to invest in or spend our time on. It can be physical activities to keep our bodies in shape. The list kind of goes on and on and on. And the Bible kind of challenges you and I to invest in things that last. So for example, I've got this flower pot here and a part of a old fence that's rusted and kind of all destroyed and broken, and I'm kind of always fixing the fence in my yard, and in other places you see the same thing, especially the wind over in the Concord area and Pittsburgh area. But these things all eventually break down and fall apart. With time, almost everything physical in our world breaks down and falls apart, including ourselves, because we eventually die and then we face eternity. And it's kind of interesting. The Bible really gives us some clear perspective on what really matters and what we should really be investing in. It says these words in Matthew chapter 6. Matthew chapter 6, verse 19. It says specifically, "Do not lay up for yourselves treasures on earth where moth and rust destroy and where thieves break in and steal. But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven where neither moth nor rust destroy and where thieves do not break in and steal. For where your treasure is, there your heart will be also." And essentially what the writer of Matthew is telling us is he's saying, hey, whatever you spend your time investing the most in, that's what your heart's going to be attached to. And when we think about the reality that all we can really take with us when we die is our own personal relationship with Jesus, our own selves, and those that we impact for the kingdom of God, it really changes our perspective. What's worth investing in? Yeah, it's still good to invest and have money that you can provide for your family. Yes, it's still good to invest in these other things, but the main thing that we need to be investing in is our relationship with Christ and those that need to know Him, investing in His kingdom and doing what He's calling us to so we can make a difference for eternity. So I want to encourage you this week as you go to spend your time and do things in your free time and invest in your job and family and all the things that you're doing. Do it with the perspective of eternity. Do it with the mentality of, how is this going to impact the rest of eternity in God's kingdom? How can I make a difference long term past this life I live, not just in the moment today, not just for myself or my investment? I love you and believe me. I want to encourage you. Let's go and invest eternally this week. Welcome to Africa. I want to tell you about an exciting opportunity for us for our mission trip this next summer in 2015. It's going to be June 12th through the 23rd. We're going to be going to Ethiopia, to Addis Ababa. It's the capital of Ethiopia, and we're going to be working with missionaries Doug and Tasha Myers. We're going to be helping to plant churches through an initiative called Live Dead. We're going to be working with children's ministry and other programs while we're there, making a difference in the nation of Ethiopia. And I'm really excited to hopefully have you partner with us to go. This trip is open to everyone who's in college, young adults, and young marrieds, and also juniors and seniors in high school. You want to make sure that you get your information in soon. The deposit is $95. You can sign up online at ctcresistance.org, click the Ethiopia 2015 button, and then go through the process to register online. This is a first-come, first-served basis, so if you wait too long to get your registration and you may not be able to go, we will have a waiting list for the trip after 30 people. 30 people is our maximum cap for the trip, so get signed up right away. We'll be receiving those registrations over the next 3 to 4 weeks, and then we're going to begin our meetings together right away. So make sure you sign up. The overall cost of the entire trip is $2,990 for the trip. That includes airfare, your meals, and our transportation there and back, as well as our housing when we're there and the mission trip itself. So you won't have many other expenses. So I want to encourage you, get signed up right away today. Get involved with our trip to Ethiopia this summer 2015.
From November 1st to November 30th, the people of Resistance are going to be wearing one shirt for 1 month. We're calling this My One Shirt, and it'll do two things. One, it'll bring awareness to many parts of the world only have one shirt to wear. They're in extreme poverty, and so we're going to be bringing awareness to the area of Ethiopia during this month.
And the missionaries we're going to be working with in Ethiopia are Doug and Tasha Myers. Doug and Tasha have been faithfully serving Ethiopia for a little over 1.5 years now. Before that, they were actually in Swaziland, right on the border there in South Africa and Mozambique. And they're doing an incredible job in Ethiopia working with an organization called Live Dead. It works with planting churches all throughout Ethiopia and helping people to connect with the good news of who Jesus is. So far, we already have about somewhere in the framework of $67,000. Our goal is to raise an additional 11 to 12 so that we can provide them a very nice SUV vehicle so they're able to travel all around Ethiopia and they're not hindered in doing the good work that God's called them to there.
So if you want to buy a shirt, the shirts are 20 bucks. Half goes to actually getting the shirt and the other half actually goes to the Myers family. You can do that at www.myoneshirt.bayarea.com, or if you want to donate, you can also do that there as well.
And the goal is to make sure that people are actually kind of like basically sponsoring you.
Yep.
And so if Matt wears his shirt, I wear my shirt, get somebody to sponsor you. Hey, I'll pay you $1 a day to wear this for the next 30 days, so 30 bucks for the month. And then collect those monies and you can give it right there on the website.
Yep, if 100 people pledged got $100 in 1 month, that'd be $10,000 in a month. So we hope you'll be a part of My One Shirt Bay Area this year.
Let's do it.